Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about transportation from 10th class biology. Transportation. So what is transportation? Transportation means something it transfers from one place to another place, that is the transport system. Okay. So generally all living organisms, either unicellular or multicellular, they need food material, that means nutrients, gases and water for the growth, repair and maintenance of their body. Okay, so what do we need for our growth, repair and maintenance of our body? We need nutrients, gases, that means oxygen and water. So all these materials are transported to each and every part of the body. Okay. So we have a unicellular organisms and we have multicellular organisms. So in unicellular organisms, for example, amoeba, bacteria, like that. In unicellular organisms, these all materials need to be transported throughout the body. So in unicellular organisms, the body of unicellular organisms is made up of a single cell. So okay, so these all materials are transported in a single cell through a simple process is called the diffusion and osmosis. Okay, these all materials are transported in a single cell by a simple process is called the diffusion and osmosis. Okay, so coming to multicellular organisms. So multicellular organisms have a millions and trillions of cells. So this simple process like diffusion and osmosis is not enough for transporting all these materials into their body. Okay. So by this simple process, the transportation of all these materials would take years of time. Okay. So for reducing that problem, we developed some system. That system is called the circulatory system. So with the help of the circulatory system, we transport. Sorry, this with the help of the circulatory system, these all materials are transported throughout the body, all each and every cell inside the body. So what is inside the circulatory system? What is inside the circulatory system? We have the heart and blood vessels. So this blood vessels contains blood. So the food what we eat are digested and it will release the nutrients into the blood. Okay, that blood is flowing in the blood vessels. Okay, so the gases what we taking through the mouth are entered into lungs. From the lungs, the oxygen is dissolved into the blood. So and again the water is also dissolved in the blood. So the nutrients are dissolved in the blood, gases are dissolved in the blood, and water is also dissolved in the blood. So all these materials are present in the blood. So this blood is flowing in the blood vessel. So now the problem is who pumps the blood? Who circulates the blood throughout our body? So that is a special organ. That is a special organ is called the heart. It pumps the blood throughout the body. So before going to discuss about heart and blood vessel, we need to talk about pulse rate. So whenever you suffer with infection or a fever or any health problem, you may visit doctor. So after telling your problem to doctor, doctor try to find out your pulse rate by keeping a index and middle finger on your wrist, on your hand. So by keeping a finger on the wrist of the patient, doctor try to find out the pulse rate. So is it possible to find out the pulse rate with your own? Yes, is it possible? It is possible. So how to find out the pulse rate of your own? So by keeping the index and middle finger in the below the thumb. So something is pressing your fingers rhythmically. So that rhythm from the blood vessel is called the pulse. So what is pulse? If you keep the middle finger and index finger below the thumb. So here in this wrist region we have a veins. So what is flowing inside the veins? The blood is flowing inside the veins. So if you keep the index and middle finger on your blood vessel on your wrist, you may feel something is pushing. You may feel something is pushing your index and middle fingers. So that pushings, that rhythmical pushings are called the pulse. So before the stethoscope is discovered by the René Lenach. He is a scientist. He discovered the René Lenach. So before the discovery of stethoscope, all the doctors used their ears by keeping their ears on the chest of a patient for hearing the heartbeat. So after that, some used paper tubes. So some doctors used the paper tubes. So one end of the paper tube is keeping on the chest of the patient and another end of the paper tube is keeping the ear of the doctor. So through the paper tube, doctors hear the heartbeat of the patient. So after the paper tube, they used the bamboo stick. So with the help of bamboo stick, they used to hear the heartbeat of the patient. Okay. So now the René Lenach, he is a scientist. He called the bamboo stick as a stethoscope. Okay. So this is called the stethoscope. So this, is there any relationship between the pulse rate and heartbeat? Yes. So the pulse rate is almost equal to our heartbeat. Okay. So we can count the heartbeat for a single minute by keeping your fingers on the wrist. Okay. So by keeping your fingers on the wrist, we can find out the pulse of the patient. So this pulse rate is not similar all the time. This pulse rate is varied. It may be changed from situation to situation and person to person. So for example, if you run a few minutes or climbing a stairs, your pulse rate may be changed. Okay. So this pulse rate is not same all the time. It may be changed from situation to situation and person to person. So thank you friends. In our next video, in our next class, we will discuss about the structure of the heart.